Hi everyone. Wait for a while. We'll start the meeting very soon. Let me close it. Let me open the labs as well. Okay. All right. All right. So I believe we are good to start, and we'll do some basic testing verification for the small labs. Let me open the routing labs. Okay. We'll discuss about later on about the routing and all. So I will turn on this labs for time being. Let me open the FortiGate. All right. So, hi everyone. Very good evening to all, and I hope you all are doing great today. And I can see already most people are already joined the meeting. Sakit Kumar, Taslim, Vijay Patil, Ali, Jyoti, Mahesh, Raj Kumar, Ravi, and Vijay Patil. Everyone is there. So thanks guys for joining this meeting, and we are going to start this FortiGate firewall session. So I believe everyone have the very good conversation last week with me, and we discussed a lot about that. General discussion about the FortiGate. Also, we discussed about certification and all. So before I can start, if anyone have any clarification, any doubt, please ask me. So I will definitely try to take those query, and I'll try to make sure you guys understand each and everything very clearly. So if anyone have any questions, please feel free to ask or don't hesitate for anything. Okay. So let me see what happened. Give me 1 second, guys. Something goes wrong. Oh, what happened? Okay, let me share my screen again. Okay. So for some reason, I give me 1 second, guys. I lost the connection. Let me see that, guys. I don't know what happening here.
Hello, sir. Good evening. My name is Raj Kumar. Today I joined this session as a demo. So, may I know, sir, how long this batch is running, or today you have started?
Yeah, we still not started. We had a discussion last week as a general discussion as a demo class. So we had
Okay.
more about the career counseling. We discussed about what is the FortiGate and how the FortiGate course curriculum is going to look like. So everything we discuss about as a more general things, not like we discuss any course topic for time being. But yes, we are going to start very soon in the module one, where you're going to understand each and every concept about the FortiGate firewall. So technically, you don't miss anything for time being. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. All right. Sorry, guys. There is some little bit glitch. There is some issue with the Zoom. I was just trying to fix that. But anyhow, we are good to start now. So we discuss about the FortiGate certification roadmap. And in this FortiGate certification roadmap, we discuss about what we are going to cover. So I hope everyone is very much clear about that. And discuss about the NSC 4 and NSC 5. And this program, I'm going to discuss about that very important topic, that is a FortiGate administrator, that is going to be your FortiGate firewall. And second module, I'm going to discuss about the FortiGate manager. So these two things we are going to cover throughout these sessions, and we are going to discuss step by step process how this FortiGate firewall is going to be configured, how this FortiGate firewall is going to be troubleshoot, and also we're going to understand if you have any brand new FortiGate firewall and somebody is going to do to operate that FortiGate firewall in terms of the basic to advanced level of like any kind of testing, configuration, and deploying any kind of the data center environment, any branch office environment for the FortiGate firewall. So what is the step by step structured way approach is going to be look like? So I'm going to discuss these all things, so you guys will going to understand each and everything in very detailed way. All right, so you guys know about me, myself Pankaj, and I'll be your instructor throughout this session. I'm going to discuss about each and everything about the FortiGate firewall. Okay, so what we are going to cover, right? Let me quickly go and brief about that. So if you talk about the FortiGate firewall history, so FortiGate, anyone have any question? I can see people are some unmuted yourself. Let me mute everyone. Guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask question. I will try to definitely take your questions. Raise your hand, ask your questions, and definitely I will cover those things. So if I talk about the history of the FortiGate firewall, guys, so FortiGate firewall is basically one of the cybersecurity company, and basically its a headquarter is basically based on the California, and basically this company was founded by the Michael, and it was in 2000 year, 2000 right here, and this company first product was like FortiGate, means the FortiGate firewall was the first product with this company. And when this company developed this FortiGate firewall, uh, subsequently they start developing more firewalls, right? Not more firewalls, means the more model of the firewalls, along with some more product like they have the 40 switch, 40 kind of the WLC, 40 AP, 40 WAF also they are developing right now. So there are a lot of having a like product as of now, but initially they just developed one of the FortiGate firewall, and this FortiGate firewall is basically very helpful for any kind of network security deployment. If you are doing any kind of network security deployment, this firewall is going to be game changer for your all network security deployment. So they also launched the certification program in the FortiGate. They launched the certification program is the 2014, and in this certification program they launched multiple kind of the network security expert certification program that is started with the NSC 1. And this is what exactly we discuss about this program, like NSC 1, NSC 2, NSC 3, NSC 4, NSC 5. But earlier this program was basically aligned along with the examination NSC 1, NSC 2, NSC 3, NSC 4, NSC 5, 6, 7, and 8. But now they little bit modify their certification program. So now if you want to become a NSC 4 and 5 certified engineer, that is going to be equivalent for the FortiGate or Fortinet certified professional. FCP certified you are going to be become, and that FCP equivalent to the FortiGate certified professional. That is a Fortinet and FortiGate. So Fortinet and FortiGate might be you guys are always going to hear from my side also. So if I'm going to like take a name like FortiGate or Fortinet, what is the key difference between these two? So FortiGate is the product, okay? This is the product, and Fortinet is the company. So this you have to always keep in your mind. If I'm talking the Fortinet, this is the company, and this company having a multiple products. Okay, like firewall, one of the have one of the FortiGate firewall one product. Similarly, we have the 40 switch, 40 AP, 40 WLC. We have 40 ADC. We have the 40 mail, 40 client. As I mentioned that this company initially started their journey with the FortiGate firewall, but subsequently they added lot of product. And if I just show you the product list for the FortiGate, you're going to find lot of products. Let me show you. You can see here like we have the FortiGate security fabric, 40 UTM enterprise, FortiGate enterprise, 40 carrier, 40 switch, 40 AP, 40 wave, 40 sim. These are just kind of the basic introduction, but if you go in more detail, I believe this module will not have this all product list, but let me show you. I have another slide. So if you go on the internet and just search it, Fortinet product matrix, so you are going to find a lot of product. They are this firewall, right? Apart from firewall, if you go down, you are going to get 40 manager. That is another product. That's again related to the firewall. We have the 40 analyzer, 40 sim, 40 authenticator, 40 AP. This is what I was talking about. 40 switch, 40 NAC, 40 sandbox, 40 client, 40 mail, 40 web, right? And other virtual appliances. So you don't have to learn all things. during this session. If you want to learn this FortiGate Firewall and FortiManager, Manager, you don't have to be expert in the all things, but being engineer, you little bit know about this. What is this particular component and why you using this particular component, right? So technically, we are going to talk about the FortiGate firewalls, and these firewalls can be your hardware firewall and can be your software firewall. Subsequently, we are going to discuss about that is another product, the Forti Manager. This can be your hardware, this can be your software. We'll discuss briefly about the FortiGate Analyzer. That is going to be covered in the different course. But if anyone wanted to know what is the FortiGate Analyzers, I will definitely discuss about that as well. FortiGate SIEM is again kind of the event correlations and risk management solutions for that, and FortiGate authentication for the identity management, FortiAP for the access point, FortiSwitch for the again, what is the switch, and FortiNAC for the network admission control, right? Access control, admission control. Forti Sandbox again for the zero-day attack sandbox feature available. Forti Client is basically we are going to cover. This Forti Client is going to use for the your any kind of the remote access VPN solutions. If you want to integrate any remote access VPN solutions, this FortiGate client is going to be one of the important thing for you. FortiMail again for the mail solutions. FortiWave is again for the web application, especially for the cloud, and they have the virtual appliances. Means you can purchase the hardwares. These all hardwares are available. And if you don't want to purchase the hardware, even you want to purchase the software, that is also possible. You can just purchase the software versions available also in the market. All right, so we have a different product, and we are going to just briefly understand about this product. What are the list available in the FortiGate solution? But technically, we are going to more focus on the our firewalls. Now, what we are going to learn in the firewalls? These firewalls can be in two type. If I talk about the firewall is going to be type of two type. One is the your physical firewall, right? Which I can show you physical firewall, and another is going to be your virtual firewall. Let me write it here. Virtual firewall. So what is the key difference between the physical firewall and virtual firewall? Definitely I will try to explain. Is there any major difference we have in the virtual and physical firewall, and are we going to access both of the firewall? The answer is yes. If I log in this firewall, okay, let me just give one of the quickly demo, and you can see whenever going to log in this firewall itself is going to show as a name itself is the VM. You can see KVM based firewall VM64. So if I just go and put the username and password, admin, so I'm going to there, and I'm going to log in this firewall. So if I just log in, you can see I'm here in the firewall, and after going in this particular firewall, it's asking the license has been expired. So let me fix license has been expired. So we just have to wipe this device because they come with a 15 days trial license. So we just have to again renew the license. Whenever going to wipe these firewalls, it is going to renew your license. So I simply go here and I will reconnect again, and it is going to reboot it. And let me show you something. So don't worry if you don't understand what I'm doing right now. I'm just giving the demo of the virtual firewall and physical firewall, both firewall available with me. So I'm just trying to show you when you're going to understand the physical firewall and virtual firewall, how they are going to technically look like. So again, I'm going. Yes,
quick question.
Yes, Mahesh.
Is it 15 days or 50 days?
15 days, 15 days, 1-5.
Okay.
Okay. If you go for trial license, it is going to be 1-5 days. And if you want to renew, you just have to simply wipe the firewall. It is going to get renew automatically. But don't worry, you are going to get multiple labs, okay? And every lab you're going to get 15 days license by default. You do not have to invest all time in the same lab. So we have n number of labs. If you see here, these all are labs, and you have to do different tasks for every lab. So every lab, when you're going to start the firewall, you're going to get 15 days license. Okay, so you just have to do your lab within 2 days, 3 days. Again, you have to close the lab. You may have to move another lab. Again, you're going to get 15 days license. So it's not going to create any issue for the anyone. All right. So now you see this is my one of the firewall, and this is my virtual firewall, and you can see if I just go here and try to show you, This is the firewall, VM64, right? You can see the host name also, it's indicating that VM64 default host name. So host name you can change, there is no problem, but you cannot change the serial number of the firewall. So any firewall, if you are going to find a serial number FGVM, that's indicating this firewall is basically a virtual firewall, right? But if I show you the physical firewall, I have another firewall that is a physical firewall. So if I go here and I just log in here, that is going to be 99. And if I just go and log in, this is the physical firewall. Again, I log in with my credential, and this firewall is managed by the FortiManager. See, this is currently managed by the FortiManager. So we have the FortiManager as well in our infrastructure. So it is asking all changes should perform from the FortiManager to avoid the conflict. How you would like to proceed? You want to just log out, you want to make changes from the FortiManager, or you just want to log in as a read only, or you want to get read write access as well. So definitely I will take just take a read only access for time being. And you can see this having the latest version, some latest version OS 7.2.13. And here you're not able to find any VM kind of the keyword in the serial number, and this is actually your physical firewall 40F. So this is another firewall, and this firewall is going to look like in this way. Just behind of me this firewall is available. I cannot show you because if I disconnect my firewall I lose the access. Somebody asking some question, let me see. Wait guys, Vijay Patil, 15. See, FortiManager license is, I have a permanent license as of now, right? So I will show the demonstration all the FortiManager, but FortiGate Firewall is a 15 days license. So if anyone want to do anything on the FortiManager, I will give the access. Else, definitely I will train everyone on the FortiManager, how it is going to configure and all, how to manage. But yes, FortiManager, we have the permanent license. I'm going to show you. So if I go here and you just see this device is managed by the FortiManager. This is the FortiManager IP address. I can just copy the FortiManager IP address and I can just even log in this FortiManager. And you can see I'm in the FortiManager. And this FortiManager is actually virtual FortiManager, not a physical FortiManager. We can have the physical as well and virtual as well. So I will talk what all the versions we available, and let me just go and log in. So see, this is my FortiManager, and this FortiManager is a standalone FortiManager, and this is registered with one of the email ID that is belong to me, right? That is a FortiCloud, and that's not license, that's a virtual permanent license. So you cannot FortiGuard. This FortiGuard is a special product for the zero day attack, any kind of the real-time malware and all. So we don't have this license, but yes, FortiManager we have the trial license, and that license is permanently we have. We don't have to do again and again changes for the license because we registered in the FortiCloud and we have taken that license. The trial license is the permanent license as of now we have. Tasin is asking some question. Let me see. Yes, yes. So, Tasin, I'm going to talk about what I'm going to cover in this particular course. Don't worry about that. All right. So you can see like in this FortiManager, we have the devices. If I go in the device group and session, you're going to find this my FortiGate firewall, which I just log in right now, the same serial number firewall. And this serial number firewall, you will not have any kind of the VM. So this is the physical firewall available. And this physical firewall is basically 40F firewall. And how this firewall is going to look like, if you go here and just search the 40 get 40F firewall, you're going to find like this is the firewall. So this firewall is very basic firewall, and you can just buy this firewall, you can just apply in the firewall. It's very small firewall is available for the small offices, small kind of requirement, and it's going to be just for any kind of deployment you can easily deploy that firewall. Now, so we have the physical firewall, virtual firewall, where we can just learn about everything about the FortiGate. So you guys have to be no worry, and we'll get the also understanding how to onboard the firewalls from the FortiManagers, how to do the configuration from the FortiManager. Let's suppose you want to create any policy. So how policy can be created from FortiManager? If you want to any device add in the FortiGate or to the FortiManager, what is the step-by-step process? If you want to create any routing on the FortiGate firewall. So how the routing is going to be created in the FortiGate firewall for the any kind of the BGP, OSPF, static routing. So these all are going to cover, and I will make sure you guys will understand local configuration and the FortiManager firewall configuration also. If you want to get any object, any kind of the security profiles, any kind of the NAT security policy, any kind of the you want to create the security file for the antivirus, web filtering, DNS filtering, application control, intrusion preventions. This all how it is going to push to devices. We are going to discuss and we are going to cover. All right. Any questions anyone have as of now? We are good. So the
Just a quick.
yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
The exam is just for 7.6, or the lab that we will use for 7.6, or
So see,
different.
let me talk about. See, if you are going to learn any FortiGate firewall, they have the 40 OS, right? 40 OS, and this 40 OS have a different version. Like 7.4, you are going to find like this kind of the version. You're going to find 7.6 dot x. You're going to find 7.2 dot x. Right? You're also going to find 7.0 dot x. So these are the major versions available for the FortiGate, right? One thing you have to understand, whether you're working on the 7.6, 7.2, 7.0, 7.4, you're not going to find any major difference in terms of the configuration. What configuration you're going to learn? The config is basically being a network engineer, network security engineer. The configuration is basically what we require, major configuration, which I'm going to show in the syllabus as well. Like you have to do the interface level configuration, interface config, right? And also we're going to do the policy. We are going to talk about the NAT. We are going to talk about the routing. We are going to talk about the security profile. Is in this security profile we are going to talk about like antivirus, vulnerability, right? We are going to talk about the web filtering. We have a lot of things here. I will discuss about that. Also, we are going to talk about the HA, right? We are going to talk about the AD integrations, active authentication, passive authentication, how it is going to be happen. We are going to talk about that routing already we discussed. So these are the major concept we are going to talk. And apart from that, we'll discuss some other mode of deployment of the FortiGate firewall. So where you're working with 7.6, 7.2, 7.0, 7.4, VPNs also we are going to cover. VPN also going to be there. VPN, SSL VPN, uh, side-to-side VPN, remote access VPN, that all going to be covered. So your basic deployment configuration, basic GUI access is going to be remain same. It's not going to be major changes in terms of the user point of view. But yes, you can just find the little bit improvement in the OS. Let's suppose you're using the any mobile smartphone like Apple, iOS, you're using, or might be the you're using for the any kind of the that Play Store like Android based mobile. You keep getting the Android update, iOS update after 6 months, after 3 months. Any major changes in terms of the overall phone features and all. There are slightly improvement of the security, slightly improvement of your any kind of the other loopholes which is available in the phones or might be the OS. But overall, it is going to be same. Similar way, FortiGate firewall having a different kind of the OS, and these OS having a exactly same process, same function to do the configuration, troubleshooting, collect the logs, and understand the end-to-end situation what is happening in firewall. But yes, the newer version of the FortiOS is going to give more stability, more feature in terms of the your firewall performance. Okay, Ali, makes sense. But overall configuration is same.
Yeah, makes sense. But the lab that we will use is 7.0 or 7.6.
We having a mixture of the lab. You can see we have the firewalls. You can see this is the one of the stable version for the lab 7.0. We are going to use that, and also we are going to use that. You cannot find major differences here. That is going to be there as a.
The reason I'm saying that is because I think last week, or yeah, someone asked about 7.6. There is a feature for SSL VPN.
So that that is just exception 7.6 and it's the latest release. Okay.
No more, no anymore use.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. 7.6 is no more available, right, for the SL VPN. So we can cover, right? Only what is going to be happen, your configuration is not going to be available, right? So if you want to deploy the SLVPN that having a vulnerability and the latest article you're going to find in the internet, so those articles are going to explain why, basically what is the reason behind it, that FortiGate just discontinue this SLVPN. So say it is going to be not available this feature, only this feature if you want to build any kind of the VPN. So here if you go here, you just go in the VPN, you are getting the SLVPN feature here, SSL VPN settings and all. So these are going to be removed. These all sections are going to remove. That is the only one thing available in the new iOS. But rest everything is going to be same. So for the lab point of view, if you're going to be get the any latest iOS, you can just go for the FortiGate product matrix. So you never going to find product FortiGate 40 OS list matrix. So let me try to show you. Even we have the 8.0 is in pipeline for the 40 OS. Sorry, it's not available. Let me find in different way. FortiGate Firewall to 40 manager support. Support matrix best capabilities tool. Let me just find it. Okay, you can see here. So if you go here, we even have the 8.0, but you can see 8.0 is still you are not going to find in the production. So we have 7.6, but major versions which is just released in the latest might be not going to find in the lab infrastructure. It's very difficult to get in the lab infrastructure. Why? There is a region, there are a lot of kind of the improvement needed sometime, and they keep upgrading the versions. So if you're just going to use the productions, so might be 7.4, 7.3, sorry, 7.6.4, 7.6.3, you're going to be implementing on productions. That is not going to be implement the VPN solution for the SSL. That is one thing. But rest, if you're going to be check the other features, it is going to remain same. So if you're learning this particular firewalls and you're going to do the NAT, just giving the example routing, it is going to remain same for the your other firewall for the any version. Even going for the 8.0, it is going to be same feature for that also. So you guys don't have to worry about that, like something is going to miss, something is not going to be understand. It's not like going to be happen. You can just check. If someone is going to be show me your screen, I can also show you. And here you can see, even I have one of the firewall which have the 7.6. So if you guys want, I can show that also dashboard. I need to turn on the firewall. I have one of the firewall which have a 7.6 dot some version. And if you guys want, I can just upgrade this version also. Let me show you. If I just go here, if I go here in this version, I can go in this save. This is my up-to-date version. But if I want to upgrade, right, so I can just get the file upload here and I can just upgrade the versions as well. So this is going to be support in the latest version. So you can see right now this firewall is running on the my no, this is not a firewall. Let me go here. This is my firewall. And here if I go here, if you guys really want to upgrade, I can upgrade, but that is not as stable for the lab point of view. So sometime I hesitate to do that upgrade. So if I go into global system, and you can see the firmware, and see right now if I go here, it's registered. Hmm, let me see where is the root. Oh, it's not showing. System should be global only, but why it's not showing the version to be uploaded? You are on read only mode, sir. Oh, sorry, I was in read only mode. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, let me log out from here. Yeah, I'm in read only mode. I just forgot to log in read write. Sorry for that. Thanks, guys. So let me log in it again, read write. So probably we'll get the option. And if I go here, if I go in the, I'm in the global firmware, say here. So you're going to get that upgrade options. So you see here all upgrade is available. So if I want to upgrade this one, I just have to simply download this. Okay, just select it, and I can just upgrade any of the version. Just click next, and if I immediately upgrade, this firewall is going to upgrade. So if you really want to early, you want to learn about the 7.6, I can just show you that also. I can do the upgrade my firewall. Even 8.0 feature is available. So if you really want to know, I want to see that. So don't worry, I will do for that. I will again roll back to the lower version. We have this feature. All right. So don't worry, I'm here to help you all for all scenario. All right. Moving further, the moving further step is going to be what I was talking about. Yes, so FortiManager, Manager, FortiGate Firewall, and other things we are definitely going to cover. And throughout the session, guys, right? Because we are starting, okay. So I want to set the right expectation for everyone because still we not started the modules. So I'm going to discuss about the basic terminology about the firewalls, about the FortiGate. I just discussed about that, and I will just recap that also. This is just optional task. I'm not going to cover this installations, VMware, workstation, and EVNG. But if anyone is facing challenges, I can just guide you. Because for that, we are going to give the lab access, and this lab access we are going to provide that is 24/7. So if you are going to be do these all things, it's going to take a lot of time. So earlier we are doing this all things when we not have the labs, but now we are going to give the 24/7 lab access for 60 days. Okay, lab access for 60 days for everyone, right, who already enrolled or going to be enrolled. So you guys are going to get lab access, so you don't have to do anything. You just simply have to turn on the devices, and those devices you can play around it whatever you want to do that. And in this lab infrastructure, if I talk about that, you are going to find routers, switches, servers, FortiGate firewalls, right? And also if you go for the HA, then you're going to find the, say, side to side VPN. We have the multiple firewalls. If you go for the, excuse me, sir. Yes, Malay. So myself Devas with us actually. Can you please speak in Hindi? It's better for me. Devas, this badge is for the English for time being. If you have any specific question, you can ask in Hindi. I will try to reply it. But there are some. Okay. No, sisters, no. Sisters. Okay, so you can ask anytime in Hindi. I will try to reply if you have any doubt. Just I'm joined. Okay, Devas. Okay, no problem. Thank you. Welcome to the class. All right, so sir, thank you guys see, you're welcome. We have the AD server also in this lab. We have the Linux server where we can do the live attacks, and we have the FTP server also, and we have the Windows server, other PC machines. So we have a DSCP server, right, to make the DSCP configuration and all. So design a lab in such way where you guys can explore all the enterprise scenario. If I'm talking the all the enterprise scenario, that means whatever you want to do that in terms of the lab simulations, you can do that. Let's suppose you want to do the VLAN based lab, that is also available. You can do all VLAN based lab. If you want to do the like let me show some interesting lab. uh, yes, this is side to side, even client to side. You want to integrate the SSL VPN, you want to integrate the FortiGate client, this lab is available. You want to do HA labs, so this HA lab is also available for you, and you can see there is a FortiGate Firewall 1, FortiGate Firewall 2, and based on that you can do the HA labs also for your any kind of the requirement. Just do the failovers. So we'll discuss about the HA active and active passive as well. And very interesting, we'll integrate the AD. This AD is going to be integrated. This AD, and this AD is a real AD in the FortiGate Firewall is going to be integrated, and for that we have the dedicated module here. I will talk about that. That is the FortiGate AD integration, FortiAD active authentication, passive authentications. Just it's look like it's going to be give the real time flavor how enterprise network is authenticating the users. You might have seen that if you're going on the airport, you accessing any kind of the URL internet base, suddenly you're going to prompt one of the username and password. That is a captive portals. How those captive portal is going to be created. So those level of the I will try to show you in the FortiGate firewall based on the AD based authentication when I'm going to configure that. So you'll come to understand how these things are working for any kind of the enterprise company. So we'll discuss this all terminologies. Also, we'll do the initial configuration. Let's suppose someone going to ask you, here you have the brand new FortiGate firewall, and you have to do the some sort of the configurations. For day zero configuration, brand new firewall you have, and you have to start the configuration on the FortiGate firewall. What is the first command you're going to run? People are a struggle here. Might be you are learning very first time FortiGate firewall. You never have any experience. So how you're going to take the CLI access via console? I will show you, right? Once you take the console, if you want to take the GUI access, how you're going to take the web access via browser, right? So right now you can see uh, this this particular firewall you're accessing, this is the web access, okay? And if I'm going to log in this firewall from here, this is the console access, see, like CLI console. So if I don't want to take from the web, I can take the CLI console directly from my console window. So I will talk about that. But what is the very first command I need to run? How my PC is going to communicate with the FortiGate firewall? What is the prerequisite? What is the first username and password I need to put in the FortiGate firewall? That also we'll discuss. And when I just connect this FortiGate firewall to my PC, what kind of the configuration I need to proceed? Means definitely I need to run some day zero configuration. So what is my day zero configuration and how this day zero configuration is going to look like? That also I'm going to discuss here, so you guys will understand and get some idea about the FortiGate firewall deployment. Now, if I talk about further, we'll have to discuss about the multiple type of the interfaces. If we talk about the FortiGate firewall, let me bring something so you guys can understand. Give me 1 second. I have something to show you. Give me 1 second. Let me bring on my screen. FortiGate firewall. I will. Okay, yes, I have an ebook. Let me open that ebook. Okay. So if I go here and open it, so you guys will see here. And this ebook we are going to strictly follow during the all our discussion. Trust me, this is very important. So this is something FortiGate Administrator Guide. I will share these books along with everyone. So network, we are going to start. Network is the very first thing, and this is going to contain multiple type of interfaces. So you have to understand what are the interface type available in the my FortiGate firewall. Means we have to do the one of the lab, that is a interface based lab. Just lab is designed for the interface based testing. You can let me show you that lab also. So if I go down and see, this is the one of the lab where we are going to talk about the interface based lab. Means how to get the VLANs, how to make the software switch, how what is the redundant interface, what is my aggregated interface, how these are going to be integrate, how they're going to communicate. So here you can see we have the VLANs, we have the physical interface, we have the aggregate interface, we have the redundant interface, we have the loopback, software switch, hardware switch, zone, virtual wire pair interface, and also we have the 40 extender and enhanced MAC VLAN, VXLAN tunnel. So we are not going to talk about the VXLAN and enhanced MAC on the 40 extender and all. We are going to talk about tunnels. We are going to talk about not talk about the SSID. We are going to talk about the VDOM links and all. So there are a lot of things we have to talk theoretically, and also after understanding theoretically we have to deploy in the practically. So that is going to very helpful to understand and configure the any interface of the FortiGate firewall. Might be you're coming from the router and switch background. So if you're coming from the router and switch background, you have only two types of the interface configuration. One is the layer 3 interface configuration, and another is a layer 2 interface configuration. Am I right? You guys never have seen some other interface, or might be you configure the sub interface. Okay, you configure some tunnel interface for the any kind of the GRE and IPsec. You can configure the loopback interface. So these kind of interface you might be configured and tested during the your routing switching journey. But if you talk about the Palo Alto and FortiGate firewall, these firewalls have some like special interfaces, and those those special interfaces are designed for the special purpose. So we have to understand why and what is the reason behind it to design these special interfaces. so that also we'll understand and we'll discuss about it. All right. So this is something interface of the my FortiGate firewall. We'll discuss about that. Then I will talk about some object. We'll talk about the routing, OSPF, BGP, RIP, static routing, and most important, how these routing protocol are going to be redistributed to each other. Means I want to redistribute my OSPF to AGRP, AGRP to OSPF. How they are going to redistribute, and what is the logic behind it for the redistribution. That also we're going to understand. Then we'll move in the firewall policies. We will deploy the firewall policy based on the MAC, based on the local policy, local user. Everything we're going to discuss about that. And also we're going to discuss about that NAT is a very big topic for us. We have the multiple flavor of NAT, like source NAT. We have the one-to-one NAT. We have the policy source NAT, fixed port range NAT, and DNATs. We destination NAT. We have dual NAT. We have also. So we'll discuss why these all NAT are required in the FortiGate firewall and what is the logic behind it. So definitely we'll discuss, and then we'll discuss security profile. Let's suppose you want to protect any antivirus, any kind of the web filtering, any kind of DNS filtering, any kind of the application control, any kind of the intrusion preventions, any kind of the you want to do the SSL inspection for the your next generation firewall. Then how you can do that? Any questions, Kirti? You have any question? Anyone? All right. So moving further, we have the further like FortiGate AD. I discussed that virtual domain. That's a VDOM. Is also going to we are going to discuss about that. We are going to talk about a transparent mode firewall, virtual wire pairing, software switch. That's again part of the interface. We are going to talk about that something very important. That is going to be your layer 2 deployment, how to configure the SNMP, backup restore configuration. Also, we're going to discuss about that, how to configure syslog and FortiGate firewalls. This all are going to discuss, and that is going to be very helpful to do your day-to-day troubleshooting if you are doing the backup restore in your NOC or SOC infrastructures. Then IPsec tunnel, we are going to discuss about the side-to-side VPN, client-to-side VPN. What is the policy-based route? Means policy-based VPNs. What is the route-based VPNs? What is my SSL VPN? That is going to be web-based VPN, and also my Forti client-based VPN. And we are discussed about the high availability for the AHA active, inactive, passive, and that's most important. The Forti manager also, how it is going to be integrated. So we have total 13, 14 module, including the 40 managers. We have the 14 modules, and we are going to cover in almost 45 to 60 days, because we have the regular batches. So we are going to talk about daily basis, and we are going to cover within the 45 days, because every day we are going to do the 1 hour sessions. So it is going to be complete. If there is some delay and all, so definitely I will take some 1 week extra or 2 week extra. So maximum 2 month it is going to be take, but minimum 45 days will take to complete these sessions. Okay. So this is just short overview about that what we are going to cover throughout the session. Any questions, guys? Because I want to set the right expectations beginning of the session, so you guys will understand what you're going to learn. There is no confusion. If you have any confusion about certifications, just talk to me. Any kind of the issue regarding the lab, just talk to me during the sessions. And also definitely for the any concept you are facing challenges for any concept, for also you're going to talk to me. I will help you. Okay. Yes.
Hi, sir.
Yes.
Ranjit sir.
Yes, Rajit.
I mean,
Please go ahead.
checkpoint.
You lost your voice earlier. I lost your voice. Can you just repeat again?
No, I am working. I mean, I'm working a professional. Basically, I have experience in Palo Alto, AC, FTD, checkpoint to some extent.
Mm-hmm.
And FortiGate, I worked. I mean, we do have firewall, but we don't. I mean, it's already configured by somebody, and it's managing by us. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But other firewalls I have installed, like deployed from the beginning, either from the scratch. So also I have a task now to deploy this FortiGate in the AWS
Okay.
as part of the new project.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I have joined. I mean, it's the right time I am getting this class. I am more interested. So I need some kind of help, maybe in case if there is any doubt in the AWS.
Definitely, you can ask me, right? I will try to help you, right? But this deployment is not in the AWS. I want to set the right expectations. Okay, you are going to understand about the product, but because of the limitation of the account, I can help you how to deploy. So you can share your screen, and I can help you how to buy a marketplace, FortiGate file from the marketplace in the AWS, and then you can just deploy in the AWS. Do you have the knowledge of the virtual infrastructure like VNet and all for the AWS?
Yeah, I mean, I've deployed the Palo firewall in Azure.
Okay.
Similarly, AWS, I'll be able to do that. So
No, that's
yeah,
fine. That's
and with
fine.
respect to FortiManager, I have not worked. So that
No
is
worry.
allowed, right? In this.
No worry. So I will discuss about that. I will explain how the Forti manager is going to be look like, how it is going to be work. So don't worry about that, Ranjit.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Any other questions, guys? Anyone have?
Are you going to also discuss for the Forti Manager, Forti Analyzer as well as the Forti Web?
No. See, as I mentioned that we are targeting these certifications, right? I want to very transparent. See, we are going for FortiGate certified professional, okay? And in this, we have a one thing is very important for NSC for that is a FortiGate firewall, right? We are going to cover that is one thing. 100% is going to be covered. Second, out of this topic, if you want to become NSE 5 expert, so out of this topic, you have to choose any other topic. So that is relevant for the Forti manager is going to be relevant for the any FortiGate file management. So I will discuss about that, how to integrate the FortiGate firewall to Forti manager, how to push the configuration for Forti manager to FortiGate firewalls. Just it's a central management tool. Now it's optional. FortiNAC is optional, FortiSwitch is optional, and wireless is optional. We are not going to talk about this. So if you are going to do this certification, you're going to become certified for the FCP, FortiGate certified professional. It is going to be happen. Now let's suppose, let's suppose you want to learn about the FortiGate web. So after FortiGate firewall, there's a dedicated course is going to happen FortiWeb administrator for this, especially for the cloud, right? So we are not going to talk this one. Forti Analyzer is a tool, so I'll briefly talk about that. What is a Forti Analyzer? Also, it's out of the scope, but yes, this is something for the real-time monitoring, troubleshooting. So I will talk. Don't worry about that. And but more focus is going to happen in the Forti Manager and the FortiGate Firewall. This is what we are going to cover. Okay, makes sense.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so now we have the brief understanding. Yes, Satish, you have any question?
Yeah, syllabus topics which you are going to cover in this course, can you share in PDF format?
Yeah, definitely we can share on the PDF format. So syllabus topic we are going to cover in the course. So you just ping to your counselor from where you get the Zoom link, okay?
Okay.
And just ping right now. They will share you the PDF of the syllabus. Might be in the syllabus copy you are not going to find this module. So this Forti manager you are not going to be included here. So don't worry about that. I'm here, so I'll going to cover. Okay. So
Okay.
every topic is going to Forti manager might be not going to be there because earlier we not covering the Forti manager. We just targeting the FortiGate firewalls. But now I introduce this because of the requirement. Okay.
Okay.
I think
Thank you.
if it's possible, you can share here in the chat itself. Everyone can download it if it
Oh,
is.
okay. Let me see. I believe. Let me try. It's a good idea, but wait. Attachment option is not. It's coming, but there is some issue, guys. So I believe I cannot attach. I'm getting some error if I click on the file. Okay, my computer is not enabled to. I can upload from the box.com, Google Drive. I can do from the Microsoft. So don't worry. You just have to ping from where you get the Zoom link. Okay. If my support team is like. Might be there are anyone available or not, no one is available. Okay, so I can ask, they will just send with WhatsApp. Don't worry about that, you will get the syllabus. Okay, it's not a big deal. I cannot attach, else I'll attach, there is no problem for me.
Okay, sir. Fine.
Okay, so moving, any other questions or shall we move further? Because anyhow from tomorrow onward, guys, we have to be full flash discussion on the FortiGate firewall. Okay, So we have the 5-day class, okay, and sharp 7 p.m. IST, okay, without any single delay, 7 p.m. IST, I will start the class, okay, and this is going to end by 8 p.m. IST. So everyone, I request to join class on the time, okay. Don't do any delay, else because it's 1 hour class. So I want to make sure everyone understand the key content during this 1 hour. I guess the weekdays batch, so we are just going to have the crisp 1 hour class daily basis, and I'm very punctual about the timing and all. I always start Zoom 2-3 minutes or 5 minutes before. So everyone request please join on the time and make sure you understand everything. So what I'm going to cover tomorrow. Tomorrow I will discuss what is a firewall. So I will start about discussion what is a firewall and why we need a firewall. That is the one thing I'm going to discuss about that, and I will try to show some demo as well. Let's suppose if you understand this firewall and if you have to configure, let's suppose need to configure new firewall, brand new firewall. So what will be the step by step config? So this is going to be like one of the important thing, like if you have to do any brand new firewall deployment, what is step by step configuration, what is day zero configuration you have to do, what is the very first command you are going to run, very first command, right, you need to run. And then after, how to take console of the firewall, right, how to take the geo access, that is a web access of the firewall, and after that what you are going to get inside of the firewall. So these things I'm going to discuss about, right, and after that, more importantly, we'll discuss about if I have the firewall, now I have get the access, so what is the different interfaces we have and how to interact with those interfaces. That is going to be very interesting sessions. And subsequently we'll discuss about different concept like terminology of the FortiGate firewall. Let's suppose you have some kind of the malware. What does mean malware? If you have somewhere the virus, what is a virus? If I have some kind of the vulnerability attack, what is a vulnerability attack? If I talk about any kind of the web filtering, URL filtering, sandbox, so we'll try to familiar yourself ourselves with the different terminology, so it is going to be very helpful to understand for everyone. Okay, so Satish is asking about the lab setup is ready, so we need to just build. Yes, lab setup is ready. So everyone, I want to just give the clarification on lab. So see, whatever the lab I'm going to do that, you are going to get exactly same lab topology in your labs. Okay, let's suppose I start today day zero firewall deployment. Okay, so I'm going to do the day zero firewall deployment. So I'm going to do this firewall configuration. You are also going to do the same lab after me, not during the class but after the class. And if anyone is facing any challenges, they can come and discuss me in the next day. So let's suppose you are going to get recording. So recording is going to be fully recorded for the all class, and it is going to be lifetime access for everyone. And you're going to get a study material, right? You're going to get study materials. Also, you're going to get some lab guides, okay, where you're going to understand step by step process how it is going to be configured for the complex lab especially. So if any challenge you are facing, let's suppose I want to start with this FortiGate firewall. So what I can do that, let me just, I want to show if somebody is very beginner and want to do the configuration. So how basically I can help you in the initial configuration. So you can see this lab is going to be there. So probably you're going to get that kind of the steps. Let's suppose you have to configure the FortiGate for day zero. You don't know anything about the FortiGate firewall. So how to assign the IP address? Okay, what is the first command you're going to do that? And then how to assign the DNS server if you want to do that, how to test some connectivity, how to assign the gateway, and if you want to build the FortiGate cloud account, then how you can build that. So this kind of the steps also you're going to get for the some labs, and you're going to understand a step-by-step process. All right. So another things after this lab, if you are going to move in a different lab, let me show you one of the like side-to-side VPN lab. So exactly same what I'm going to do here, you're going to get in your lab also. Where is my side-to-side VPN? I don't know why it's not opening. Okay, this is the lab. So if I go here and you just, some reason this lab is not showing. Okay, let me open this one. Okay, so you can see this is the FortiGate firewall. This is a Palo Alto firewall. So this labs is special designed for the one of the client requirement to integrate the VPN between the FortiGate and the Palo Alto. So exactly what I'm going to do that same you're going to get in your infrastructure. So it is also going to be same. So everything is the same. Just you have to follow my all steps, and based on that my step you have to just deploy your firewalls. Okay, Satish, makes sense? You don't have to worry about the lab setup and all.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Any
The
other?
document also will be sharing, right?
Yeah, documents we are going to see. Ebooks is going to be there. Some troubleshooting commands are going to be there. Some labs guides are going to be there. So you guys have to just keep that in your record, download that, and you can just do practice for the future. If you have any kind of requirement for just practice and all, you can do that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, I also share the recording with them.
Yeah, recording is going to be happen in this way. So let me just talk about recording. So there is one portal, okay, LMS portal, Learning Management System. You just have to subscribe yourself on the learn.guinet.com. This is the portal, and all recording is going to be available here. So you can see all class recording is going to be available. So your batch is going to be created here, FortiGate English batch in 2026. So you just have to go in the FortiGate English batch. There's a FortiGate. You just have to find the English batch in somewhere here in the section. Somebody is going to guide you how to get that, and you can find the all recording which is going to be available in these sections. So you're going to get this lecture. So it's right now locked for me, but once you are going to be get that access for your credentials, you're going to be unlock all the video. You can just play this video. Another way, you can just download the apps as well. If you want to download, you can just go and download the app. Google Play, you have the app store, you can download these apps, and from there also you can just read about that all things if you want to do that. Okay, Hima. Who is that?
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Okay.
Kirti. Okay. All right. Any other questions? I know today we not learn anything, but don't worry. We are going to be learn a lot of things. So initially I go a little bit slow, but subsequently I'm not going to talk anything regarding this admin work. I will more talk about the technical work. So you guys will have to be, understand a lot of things from my side.
Approx how many days it takes, sir, for class?
For what you're talking?
For this course to complete?
As I mentioned, that it's going to be take minimum 45 days, okay, and maximum 2 months. So not more than 2 months. Anyhow, we are going to finish within the 2 months. So you guys will get this all concept clear within 2 months. So we are having to do this class on the regular basis. So it's going to be finished in the 45 days.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So just to update from my side. So regarding this SD1, so that is a different session, right? I mean, that is a different course. So so does it available on FortiGate, or do you run any Cisco?
Yeah,
some
I
kind of
deliver
recommendation?
Cisco SD-WAN. You can always, Cisco have a lot of demand, okay? So if you want to learn Cisco, you can enroll anytime. Every month we are running the batch. FortiGate also has a very good demand, but as compared to Cisco, it's less demand. Versa also have a demand. Versa also an instructor for the Versa. So Versa is also available, but Cisco having high demand. So if you're going to learn Cisco, you can enroll anytime with me. Batch is going to be start very soon. You can just join with me.
Yeah, the thing is, we are working for one of the ISP. So my main agenda is completely FortiGate.
Okay, no worries. So you can just join the FortiGate SD-WAN. We are going to start very soon FortiGate. So meanwhile, you learn the FortiGate firewall now. To learn the FortiGate SD-WAN also, it's a very prerequisite to learn the FortiGate firewall. So that is a prerequisite. If you're not going to learn FortiGate firewall, it's not going to be good to start with the FortiGate SD-WAN, because that is going to build on the FortiGate firewall only. SD-WAN. Okay.
So is there any expected date to start?
Yeah, very soon. It's going to be this month only. We are going to start this FortiGate firewall. FortiGate SD-WAN also. So you want to do first FortiGate firewall or FortiGate SD-WAN? Just let me know so we can plan for that accordingly.
Yeah, I want to go through first FortiGate. And
Yeah,
then I
so
want to
just
jump on.
don't worry. Then within a month it is going to start. If you want to just enroll both of the courses, you can enroll, and we can put in the FortiGate SD-WAN also at the same time.
Yeah, I'm happy to jump on. And the other one is I hear that you're going to train F5 load balancer as well. When I saw
Yeah,
it,
F5 load balancer. I trained a lot of batches in the past, but right now I'm too busy. So to be honest, uh, it's all depend on supply. Okay,
yeah,
the more demand for me having the Cisco SD-WAN, Palo Alto Firewall, FortiGate Firewall, that is a more demanding skills in the market. So I have the multiple batches for Palo Alto. I'm running two batches. FortiGate I'm running two batches. SD-WAN I'm running two batches. So I'm not getting time to start the F5, but if people are going to come in group, right? Already, if I've seen people are keep enrolling themselves. So once I have the group of people in the enrollment, I will go and take the classes if they want to go with me only. But you have to little bit wait for the F5. For me, if you really want to learn from me, then.
so, does it take months or?
Meanwhile, if you're going to just enroll yourself, right? You just have to do the registration with the minimum amount. Then it is going to be there in the wait list, and few people are already done. So planning to start one batch on the weekend for the F5 load balancer.
Yeah, even the weekends also works for us, but our roadmap is must be required for F5 load balancer.
Don't worry, Mahesh. I'm going to ask the council. They will talk one to one with you, and if needed, I will connect with you as well. I will explain the background how it is going to start. Okay.
Yeah, I spoke with her yesterday, and she do not have an idea when that is going to be started.
Who is your
Then
counselor? I will talk to her. Don't worry. Who is your counselor?
uh, that lady, I do not remember her name.
Okay. Okay. Let me talk. Okay. I will find that. I'll find that. We just have a few people from the lady, so we'll find that. No worry.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So Ali is asking. Sorry, I might miss the answer. How can I get the lab doc? Take. Okay. So Ali, you are going to get from the support team the Zoom link from which number you get. You just ask them. They will provide that. Lab access and the lab document and also for the video access and everything. So you just have to depend on the person who's giving the Zoom links. Also I will share the support number. Let me share in the group chat. 2701, so you can just also WhatsApp on this number. I just share in the group chat. They will also help you. Don't worry. So this is the centralized support number. So you can just put your request. Somebody is going to monitor, somebody is going to reply, or you have a one-to-one counselor. They will also help you. Okay. All right, guys. So I believe we are good for today, and let's meet tomorrow, and we'll continue from here. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye. Take care.
The link is the same.
No, no. You are going to get new link.
Oh,
Okay. Automatically, you are going to get new link. Don't worry.
oh,
Okay.
oh.